Well, the history of Black Belt magazine was, I'll tell you basically my experience.
Yes.
My experience when I did the first or the second ninja exhibition in the presence of Japanese, that was in the 60s, 68 at Manhattan Center. It was called the International Convention of Martial Artists. Manhattan Center, Manhattan. I was asked personally by the organizers, please come and do this ninjutsu exhibition for us, because the other masters around heard about you and wanted to see you do it. So among those people was a guy by the name of Mito Yohara. MitoUehayara. At the time was the owner of Black Belt magazine. So at the end of my presentation, which everybody really encouraged me, I mean, the biggest names in martial arts, the Japanese all said, look kid, wonderful. Mito says to me, he says, Duncan, he says, who taught you ninjutsu? He said, you're not Japanese. I said, who authorized you to ask me? He was Japanese, but he was Hawaiian-born Japanese. He says, tell me, he says, you tell me who taught you this, and I will give you a carte blanche for jiu-jitsu. He said, who taught you these techniques? Because all the weapons and this, the blowguns and all of that. I said, I can't tell you. He said, well, you're nothing but bullshit. He said, you're Mickey Mouse. He said, you're not Japanese, we'll give you the right to do this anyway. And that was the end of my relationship with Black Belt magazine.
And what year was this?
Oh, about 1968. International Convention of Martial Artists at Manhattan Center. It was the same year a movie called Marlowe was being made, where Bruce Lee was in that movie, and one of the one of the Maverick brothers, James, whatever, I forgot his name, used to play Maverick, and he was the star. Marlowe, the name was Marlowe. Yeah, Marlowe. And then he said, he threw it at me, he said, shucks, Bruce Lee wouldn't have nothing to do with you, you're Mickey Mouse. That's what he said to me. And I'm saying, wow, what's this venom? Because I didn't tell him. And subsequently, that same Black Belt magazine called me up on the phone, I believe in 1976, and said, listen, relinquish this ninja thing, and we will make you the king of jiu-jitsu. And it was the same Black Belt magazine, you follow me, that when this guy Stephen Hayes, after writing me a letter in 75 to introduce him to somebody in Japan, I knew it was him, I still have the letter. When I turned him down, he went to Japan, 1 month came back in the first degree Black Belt, and Black Belt magazine wrote him up and called him the father of American Ninjutsu. When in reality I had done the exhibition maybe about 11 years before him. I'm only quoting that to you because these things happen.
No,
and I have witnesses to verify that.